Hey guys, this is Jason with Ray of Light Tarot. Gonna do the soulmate reading for Capricorn for the rest of September, September 15th through 30th. And I'm going to start with the soulmate energy and then find out what's up with your energy and then find out what the outcome and guidance advice is and outcome. All right. My dog's barking. Good morning. Good morning, guys. All right. What does Capricorn need to know about their soulmate right now? Hello, Portugal. Emperor, you could be dealing with an Aries. Capricorn, if you're dealing with an Aries, they're showing up. Page of Wands or Knave of Wands. Yeah, I did Sagittarius yesterday. Should be up and available. Eight of Cups in the not walking away position. What else, guys? Ace of Swords in reverse. What's the overall energy? What's the overall energy for hopefully very soon? I'm on Capricorn, so Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, Aries. You're 3 away. What's the overall energy? Okay. All right. So guys, what's coming out for the soulmate of Capricorn? Overall energy is 2 of Swords. This is not bad though. Listen, if the 2 of Swords was coming out in this side, it would be, this is the vice versa tarot. If it was coming out on this side, it would be someone who's really trying to make a decision or weigh something, but kind of not seeing things clearly and being blocked off to it, sort of isolated on an island there, you can see. In this position, the good thing is they're definitely in their feelings. They've gone within and they're experiencing some things that are going to help them make a decision. So this is not terrible news. This is where they're at. This person is really weighing their options here, and they're definitely trying to choose a path. Okay, right. Well, I think this person is not in touch on this side. What I feel, this person is not really, there's a lot of conflict and they're not in touch with what they're feeling. On this side, there is an inner knowing, so they're coming around to seeing things a little more clearly here, but there still hasn't been a decision made. Now, like I said, you could be dealing with an Aries and this person is kind of closed off. This is the Emperor card here. It's coming out in this position. So again, with these 2 cards like this, though, someone is really looking toward the future now. They're starting to really look ahead, even though they're kind of may seem a little closed off. They're definitely looking toward the future. Okay, so this is good. This is not a bad thing. Also, the Page or Knave of Wands in this same position. Okay, so the cards are all confirming the same thing. Now, as far as their energy, this is the 8 of Cups coming out. In this position, this would be about walking away. So high in Greece, and here's the Eight of Cups and other. These cards are all coming out in very similar positions. So what this is telling me is that there's a lot of contemplation here. There's been some consideration of walking away, and good morning, divine guidance. So where they're at here is they're experiencing some major changes because of not being able to fully walk away from this connection. Okay, now this is not someone who's offering a lot of communication here. This is someone who's in their feelings, though. I mean, you can see, well, maybe you can't. I can see that in this card. I can feel that. There's a lot of some feelings going on. And the only problem here is the Ace of Swords is coming out in the reverse. And these are vice versa, but I still read them in reverse. It's not bad. The Ace of Swords is the Ace of Swords. This is a divine gift. This is a new beginning. This is a new cycle, per se. And it's truth. It's clarity, action. Okay. However, it is reversed, so that just means it's kind of delayed right now. But you know, you want it to be delayed if this person is having trouble expressing themselves. And with the Knight of Wands here at the bottom of the deck, that's someone who's coming back in. They're not moved. This would be the other direction. They're coming back in, right? So they've got the Hangman behind that also, and that's okay. This person's paused to make a decision about something, okay? And then and the right here with the Hangman in this position, facing this way, it's about a new beginning. The decision is in reference to a new beginning. Hi, thank you so much. You're welcome. Thank you for your thank you. I appreciate that. It's nice to hear. So they're contemplating a new beginning. You know, a new beginning. And for some reason, this person, I'm not sure what the reason is, but for some reason, this person, a lot of fire here, guys. Could be Aries. Aries is here, but there's fire. That's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Cups and Swords too, but there's a lot of fire. Water and air. This person is, for some reason, they're in a real pause. You know, there's not a lot of movement here in these cards. Like I said, the Knight of Wands though is at the bottom of the deck. So but it's right behind it is that Hangman. So there's a lot of decision here. And see, if someone's got this Emperor energy, it would be very difficult for someone to go from this energy to this. Okay? It's within them to do it, right? It's within them to do it. And that's probably part of their lesson in this, guys, the soulmate. Yeah. But see, here's the thing. That's probably a big part of your soulmate's journey, Capricorn, if they're an Aries or a fire sign here, or someone that's trying to come with that energy. If they're in this energy now, which is kind of closed off and looking toward the future and figuring out what they want, what they need, what their heart's desire is, once they acknowledge within themselves and connect to themselves, their spirit, and they sort of acknowledge in the light of day what that desire is, it'll be a lot easier for them to do this, to take on this energy. But even though these are both fire energies, these are very different. You can see here, in one place, this person is not only does the Emperor not go to anyone, you have to go to the Emperor. You have to come to them. In this position, they're not only not coming to you, they've turned their back on this situation, right? They're not even facing it. Literally, they're not facing it. What are they not facing? All that's represented by that moon. All the emotions, all of the hidden feelings, all of the deception, all the lies they're telling you, themselves. There's a lot there. That's a big full moon right there. That's a big full moon full of feelings, right? I mean, big time stuff, right? But what I like is with this Page of Wands, there's a lot of, see, sometimes in our darkest times is when we find the most illumination, right? It just comes from places that aren't so obvious. And that's what's going on here and here. Hello, hello. That's what's going on here and here, guys. And so the Knight of Wands, I know, can come in fast and shake things up and leave just as fast. But this is not how this feels to me. You know why? Because right behind it is the Hanged Man. Hanged Man is major arcana. That's universe stuff. That's big stuff going on. This is major too. So whatever's got them turned and facing away and looking toward the future and trying to make this decision here. This decision, when this Knight decides to come in, don't assume that it's going to be the same. It could be. The Knight of Wands can be very unpredictable. Fire energy can be very unpredictable. Not always in a bad way. I mean, all of these elements, fire signs, whatever, elements your sign is represented by, they have strengths and weaknesses, right? So the Knight of Wands can come in with a lot of great things. And because he's pausing to make this decision, and it's a big decision, don't assume that this is someone coming in with the same energy when they come in. Could they? Yeah, they absolutely could. Some of you, that's what's going to happen. But this truth that they're pausing to accept this, it's a logic of the heart, though. This is big time stuff, and I say that because these two cards want to be together. It's a logic of the heart. Okay, that's logic, and that's the heart. That's what's hidden. These two things are trying to come together here, and that's what's going to allow them to come in. Okay, but it's going to take a little bit of a pause here. But none of these cards look bad. They just look like a lot of going within type of energy. And so also I want to tell you, okay, I see, yeah. So in the past, this person may have been, this could also be someone with a lot of air in their charts, maybe even double air. It seems like someone who's very logical. We got the Knight of Swords behind that, and the Temperance card. If you're dealing with someone who's very passionate, has Aries in their chart or other fire, but has been coming in and out with a lot of cold or somewhat overly logical application to their feelings, that's getting taken care of right now. There's Temperance this is the Temperance card. That's being taken care of, and that's why you can't really do anything but wait in these situations. That's the only thing you can do. Hi guys. Just be patient. And if you don't want to be patient and you've had enough, then don't be. But this person, this is for the soulmate of Capricorn. They're going through big changes and they're really trying to make a decision. And it's a life decision regarding you, but it's something they've been putting off, and they are literally facing away from things right now. But it's to make a decision. They're facing away from you, but it's to make a decision. What are their feelings about Capricorn? The soulmate that's coming through. What are their feelings about Capricorn? What are their feelings that are represented by the moon? What are those feelings? Show me. They see a future with you, but they don't feel like they're holding on to something. They definitely see a future. What are their feelings? Two of Cups. What else? Tower just came out in reverse, but it's the side that's not terrible. Not that it's ever terrible. It's all supposed to happen. Okay. All right. Capricorn, they feel like you resent them. They feel like you have a lot of resentment toward them right now. They feel like you are a soulmate, right? You're a soulmate for sure. They feel that. They know that. This is acknowledged right here. There's no question when this is two people facing each other that are, their cups are intertwined already, right? See that? And it's divinely protected too. They know that. They see that. However, you got this tower in reverse. Now, it's not a tower that's coming down. Like, that was built on a faulty foundation. This foundation looks pretty strong, doesn't it? Something's striking it though. And there's a lot of stuff building up. And in reverse too. So they feel like, this is what they feel about you, Capricorn. They know what this is, but they feel like you've been trying to hold on to something and avoid a Tower moment. You've been trying to hold on too tight, and that it's made you resentful of them. That's the Page or Knave of Swords. So they feel strongly that they love you. So it's a good connection. It's a soulmate connection, but they feel like you're avoiding letting a tower come down, and they don't think it's good. They think it's making you resentful. They've already gone to a point where they want to let whatever's got to come down. And it may not be for the reasons you think. It may be about starting over. I mean, that Ace of Swords is trying to come in, and it's reversed also. But they do feel that you're resentful of them right now. And they also may feel like you're watching them or spying on them. With the Four of Pentacles here, they know that there's a future here. Look at this person looking out into the future with clarity. All right, but there's got to be a balancing here. With that Temperance card we saw, and also this Four of Pentacles, there's got to be a balancing. And also the Four of Pentacles here, something needs to be let go of, especially with this here being put. Somebody's holding this off from happening. You can't hold off the Tower from happening. This is God in charge. The universe is in charge of this, guys. No, nobody else. You can try to delay it, but the more you try to delay it and don't flow with it, you're going to become even more resentful, Capricorn, if you are feeling this way. There needs to be communication for sure. Okay. Look, these are good cards. Okay. All right. There needs to be communication and some kind of movement. However, if you've already communicated the things that need to be communicated, then let go and let this thing come down. Yeah, there's potential wish fulfillment in this situation, but it's going to require using your manifesting skills. And also coming out of that, of grieving whatever's been lost, because that's stopping. Someone's grieving something that's been lost, and they're not seeing what remains, and what remains is this. It's still here. You know, just because someone's not physically in your space doesn't mean that this ever goes away. It's there. There's an energetic connection that's not broken. It hasn't been broken yet. Nobody has broken this. Even though that Aries card, the Emperor, was facing away from you, this is still there. It doesn't matter what direction they're facing in or what they're focusing on. That connection, those threads, those ties that bind are still there. So where there's life, there's hope on that, and this looks pretty good anyway. It's just a decision that has to be made on both sides. I think one side needs to allow the Tower to come down, and the other side is ready for that to come down so they can make a final decision on this and what direction they want to go in with their life. And for some reason, it feels like this is a big decision. Whoever, Capricorn, if you're dealing with an Aries, specifically an Aries man, this time is important because there could be something major coming in the future for you, in the near future for you guys, a big decision, and that decision may include an offer. So don't push right now. Focus on yourself and just see what happens. Granted, I know with Aries that's, the Emperor, and it's not someone that you can expect a lot of times to make a lot of movement towards you, but everyone has the ability to make movement and to come to you with the right energy, and that person's wanting to do that. That Knight of Wands was showing up there, right, in the upright, representing a new beginning, coming in with an offer. Let them do it. Give them time and let them do it. Just because that's their energy most of the time, that you have to go to them, that's all the more reason to let them. And it's about letting the universe surprise you. Let God surprise you in this, There's a lot to be gained from trusting and letting that happen. What's the energy of Capricorn in this situation? Listen, you're coming through a little defensively right now. Understandable, especially if someone has turned their back on you. But if you have to decide, if this isn't something you want, Well, if this isn't something you want, why are you watching this video? Don't comment and tell me I don't want that to happen. Well, then why are you watching? If you don't care, you wouldn't be watching the video about your soulmate, right? And this is not a new soulmate. This is someone that exists. So just stop watching now if that's not what you want, because they're there and they're still here. But you're coming through with some contradictory energy in your cards, Capricorn. You've got the Seven of Wands, Ace of Cups, Ace of Cups. 2 aces so far, guys. The Tower, though. But this is good, okay? This is good. Remember, the Tower came out for how they feel about you, but it was in this position and in reverse. So they feel like you're not letting go and allowing this to happen. But the truth is you are. You're ready to. This is coming out for you right now. So, and that's going to be a good thing. You also have the Four of Cups here. If the Four of Cups was in this position, it could mean you were moving on from something and really not there for it. Here, it's a lot like Five of Cups, where you're focusing on losses and not able to see clearly. And it worries me with these 2 cards coming out. I don't want you to be closed off here, guys. And this is someone who's very closed off and defensive. You know, this is the thing. And the reason I say that, if you're here and you're here for a soulmate reading because you want to know who your future soulmate is, that's understandable. I understand the comments of, no, I don't want that person back. But that's not what this reading is about here. This is coming through with a situation that's well established. And so I don't want you to miss out on this thing having a chance to come around with a new cycle, because that's what's trying to happen here very clearly. But you can't have this, you can't be in this space for that. This can't come through if you're in this space or this space. Defensive, grieving, feeling defensive and grieving are only natural with this happening, right? But but with this card showing up, this is the best card of all, and this is a call to cleansing and a call to inner work, because this is a new start in love, something new emotionally. So these emotions that you're feeling, this feeling defensive or like you've been hurt and you're not letting anything else in, and this loss feeling, these will not allow this to come in. Everything begins with our mindset and our perception and our thoughts. So if these are the thoughts and feelings that you're in, you're going to stay in this. The universe can't pull you out of this. And the universe doesn't allow this to happen for you to stay in this, right? It's really up to you how quickly you come out of this. It's not up to your soulmate. It's not up to your soulmate. What's up to your soulmate is the decisions they make, right? What's up to you is how quickly you come out of that feeling and allow this to come in, because it's sitting right here. It's in your reading, it's present, and it's here. It's trying to come through for you. So I know that doesn't maybe feel like it makes sense when you're in this mindset, when you're going through these kind of things, right? Good morning. It's hard to understand how could a new beginning in love be right here being offered to me when I'm feeling like this. But a big lesson from the Tower coming down is that it's not about the Tower coming down or the loss. It's about what it allows you to rebuild. And we always, as human beings, we understand that when in hindsight. So in other words, what we're talking about right now, in the illusion of time that we have in this human understanding, 5 years from now, you'll look back, and if I know any of you or we talk, you'll go, wow, it took me so long, but now I'm so glad all those things happened because I got to this point and I learned this. Well, imagine the power you have that Source wants to give you, Source within you gives you, when you can be in the middle of this and change your mindset right then, stepping outside of time and space. It's something we all have the ability to do. And this wouldn't be here if you didn't have the ability to do it. That's the fun part of this experience, this human experience. This is learning to have both of these things happen at the same time. That is conquering yourself. That's conquering this physical realm on a deeply spiritual level. And that's when the universe can really flow that stuff in for you in an amazing way, when you can be in both of these at the same time. I hope that makes sense. I know that's kind of deep, but it makes sense for me. So I hope it makes sense for you. Let's see, what's the outcome here? Thank you. How's Capricorn feeling about their soulmate, and what's the outcome? Thanks, guys. Thank you. Nice. What's that one? Okay. All right, we like that. Yeah. So you're at a place where, despite all the hurt and all of the frustration, this is good. I just asked them, how are you feeling about this person? This is the Lover's card, and in this position, this is saying you're ready. You're ready for all this craziness to end, and you're ready for the two of you to stop having to deal with all of this face-to-face drama and walk away together looking forward into the future. And that's a good attitude. That's what I'm talking about. Like, that's where you need to be with somebody that's a potential life partner. Is you need to be in a place where you don't need to worry about each other's insecurities and shortcomings. There needs to be enough trust and understanding and respect that you can start doing the real work together, right? Looking forward into the future. So I like that that's where your feelings are about them and your energy is. And this, for me, the Six of Pentacles in this deck is about, and in this position is about, it's really time with both of these cards, actually, for you to sort of try to take a bird's eye view of the situation. Okay, that's going to bring you a lot of balance. This is a card of, you know, for the number 6, and these are both the number 6, I have to mention. This is the card in Major Arcana, the Gemini. The Lover's card is the number 6 card, and you've got the 6 of Pentacles here. So you are at a 6. The number 6 is all about, you know, the 5 is about conflict and change. The number 6 is about coming out of that, right? Coming to a place of balance and new understanding. And granted, when you get to that 7, and you've got that, you had the 7 of Wands, which is defensive, but when you get to that next step, it might be a little more difficult. But right now, you're in a beautiful place energetically as far as what you want, what your desire is for this situation. So really focus on that, and focus less on what you want or desire, and focus on the feeling of having that already. Okay, that's going to level you up to the next cycle. It's so much in life is about your vibration, and what you are putting out to the universe. That's what you get back, and that you have control over. That's one of the few things in this world you have control over, is your vibration. It doesn't always feel that way when external things are coming at us and we're still learning how to control our thoughts and our emotions, but you actually do have so much power over that. And the universe, God, whatever you call source energy, wants you. Source within you wants you to exhibit that control. And that's the one thing that source and you agree that you have the power over, and that you need to exhibit power over, is your vibration. And that's what this is all about. This is about learning to get what you want, what your desires are in life, by cooperating with source energy, okay? And this looks good. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I hope it's helping. Let me get, okay. I'm going to get some advice. Okay. I want to say this before I pull from the Romance Angels cards. I'm not a fan of oracle cards myself. I'm kind of a purist when it comes to tarot. Traditional tarot, that's what I really respect. And someone gave me these cards. I'm going to pull a Romance Angel advice card for you guys as going away advice. But I just think these are kind of condescending to me with their messages written on them and everything. That's just me, though. And I know people like them, so I don't mind doing it. A lot of people ask me about these, so I will pull one for you guys as going away advice. Let's see what's going on. What's the going away advice for Capricorn with their soulmate? Healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So, you know, and again, this is kind of easy, isn't it? Like, yeah, I think your love life will benefit as you forgive your parents, as you get over any past trauma that has caused you to be blocked off. That would be true. So thank you for telling me that, Romance Angels. I love the Romance Angels. Doreen Virtue's awesome. I'm not, you know, that's not the point here. But yeah. So yeah, guys, there's a big thing to do with healing family issues right now. That's probably a good part of what's going on with this person that's coming through with a lot of fire, your soulmate, and that's possibly what's going on here with you. Like I said, you've got some great energy as far as your desires, but where you came out right now, you've got that 7 of Wands, which is very defensive, and you've got the, there was another one that was a little tough. anyway, there's some defensiveness and something potentially blocking off the Ace of Cups coming in. So the advice here is to work on healing family issues, um, which to me feels like, looking at this card, it's about childhood stuff, trauma, forgiving. And sometimes you can't forgive your parents until you forgive yourself. You have to forgive yourself and realize that. I was just talking to somebody about this. As in our childhood, we have traumas happen, right? Then we get the blocks, and as adults, we behave in ways that we think are protecting ourselves, because our inner child's like, protect me, protect me, protect me. And what happens is, in our adult relationships, all those protection mechanisms that we built as children aren't really necessary, because we're big boys and girls. We can protect ourselves, and we can also do it while being open to good things. But the protection mechanisms sometimes block us from things, and they hurt people because they take it personally, and they think, well, this person's a jerk or this person's that, when actually we're not meaning to be a jerk or hurtful. We're just scared, and because the little child inside thinks that everybody's going to hurt us because of what happened. So the first person to forgive is yourself, for all the things you're blaming yourself for as an adult that really you were just trying to protect yourself. You didn't know any better. Now you know. You're woke. You're woke now, and now you can forgive yourself. And then once you forgive yourself, that's when you have to go a little deeper and forgive the people that you feel allowed things to happen to you that hurt you when you were a child, okay? So that's what this is about for me, and I hope that resonates for you, because it's really important to do that. And it took me almost 40 years to start doing that, but I'm getting there. I'm there. I'm woke and I'm there. So forgive yourself. You deserve your own forgiveness more than anybody else deserves your forgiveness. So once you forgive yourself, then you can start passing out the forgiveness to all those other people. All right, guys, I hope this resonated for you, and I hope that you have a very swift reunion with whoever it is you watched to find out about. Take the advice, and I think it'll happen for you. So guys, have a great weekend. Thank you so much for being here and for liking, subscribing, comment. Let me know what's going on in your life. If you'd like to share, I love to hear your stories. And it's good affirmation to know that these readings are helping you guys, because that's why I do them. Really, at the end of the day, it's all about helping, paying it forward, healing, and your life path. So thanks so much for being here, guys. Have a wonderful day.